Hello, Sonia Hassey here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can conquer fearful thoughts. Now, those negative thinking patterns love to interrupt our lives every day if we allow it. So before I begin, my name is Sonia Hassey, and I am a life purpose coach, and it is my passion and purpose to empower people to get unstuck, to get into their perfect alignment so they can be fulfilled, so they can be happy and live the life of fullness, a life that they desire, where they do not wake up feeling stuck and scared to take action in any area of their life, to ultimately live today, realizing that today is a gift. And from that space, you will succeed. From that space, you are going to learn how to love and embrace life as a whole. I say all of this because that was my life. I lived a life of depression. I lived a life of fear, the kind of fear that paralyzed me. It did not allow me to get out of my comfort zone. And this is why I do what I do. I absolutely love helping people get unstuck from fears that they think they will never conquer. I'm going to tell you right now, you can conquer every fear. Now it's up to you and your desire to cross over to the other side of freedom. Yes, you can. And I'm saying this because I did, and some will take a little bit more work than others, which is totally fine. But as long as you have a desire to break free from fear, you can. Yes, you can. And I want to help you today to get to that place. All right. So before we begin, I would love you to subscribe to my channel and comment and let me know what you think about this video. I am so encouraged when people comment on my page. It blesses me and it inspires me to pour more value into this channel. All right, so let's get started. Let's talk about how powerful the mind is. Now, you and I probably know how powerful it is. Our mind is directed by how we think and feel. However, that is the one thing that we can control. So be encouraged. Whatever is stuck in our mindset, you and I can control that. All right. So just step back and think about right now those areas that bring fear into your life. What is that for you? And I would love to know if you can comment on those fears that can grip you. I would love to know. Like for me, it was most definitely just lack of self-confidence. So from that space, I feared a lot of things, okay? I feared public speaking. I feared networking with people. I feared getting in front of people. And I remember those days where I would literally be talking to a group of people or talking at a networking event, and I couldn't even look at them in the eyes, and I always thought, gosh, why do I do that? Like they're looking at me and it felt weird, but it was lack of confidence and fear. Like I was gripped with fear. I will never forget, how sometimes you go to these events and where you sit down and you have to say your name and where you're from, what you do, and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh dear God, that was a nightmare for me. Like I wanted to be there, but don't let it be my turn. I was just so afraid. And now I realized that all of it was just in my mind, and I was allowing it to turn into this monster in my mind. I did that to myself. And so I had to literally like look within. And one of the things that really helped me is identifying those fears. Like, what is this? Like, why do I have so much fear right now? And where is that coming from? Where, and I literally, so for me, it was, oh my gosh, you have so much fear because you're lacking confidence. I literally had to step back and I realized that. You are lacking confidence. So that is why you cannot cross over. You cannot, go out and really like just take on the world, And I'm just like, oh my God, it literally just paralyzed me. I can honestly say that. I realized also that I needed help because my fear went so deep into a place of torment. I literally started fearing death, and I literally would get depressed. Like it's all my stinking thinking every day, dwelling on so much negativity about myself that it just brought in like torment, and it was ugly. It was awful. And that was my life for so many years. I did my best to put up a front. But you know what? I hated myself. I hated myself for it. I hated myself for how I felt about myself. I hated, just how I felt about life, everything. Like nothing was nice about my life. I was married. I did have children, but it's still, I couldn't see that. I couldn't see the blessing of that because I was living a life of fear in so many areas of my life. So what I did is I had to identify the fear. What is that fear? And how then I realized, the pain that it was causing me. Like this fear is bringing me so much pain. And I knew that when I realized how much pain it was causing me, I knew that I had to do something about it. So for me, I did have to get counseling because it was at a very, very deep level. Maybe for you, it's just fear of just doing certain things and it's not allowing you to fully succeed in life or in your relationships or in every area, any area of your life. But for me, I was just paralyzed. And then I realized that I had to break down this ugly monster fear in my head. And then I realized that all I had to do was, change my perspective on fear, realizing, oh my goodness, this is really in my head. Is that reality out there? Is this really happening? This fear? No, I realized it was all in my head. So one of the most powerful things that I learned to do to help break this, actually, I still do it when it comes over me, just any kind of fear. Now it's simple fear that maybe you and I would go through on a daily basis. But let's say I have fear of showing up here on camera. And all of a sudden, I feel like, oh my God, like, why do I feel this nervousness and this fear? And then I talk myself out of it. I'm like, Sonia, you have come such a long way. And it's okay. You love video. This is your passion. And, you're going to be okay. And so that is how I literally soften this big monstrous fear. I just calm it down. I look down at the fear. And then I'm like, okay, how am I going to deal with this? So sometimes there are voices in our head that will tell us things to be more fearful. Like, are you serious? Like, you're not going to pass that test. Like, what is wrong with you? You're not that smart. You're not this. And all of a sudden, all this fear comes over you. You need to step back and say, wait a minute. And speak back to yourself and say, but that's not truth about myself. I am a smart person and I have been studying and I know that I'm going to pass this test and it's not going to be a difficult test. So that is what's really important, is making sure that you are not speaking more fear into your fear, that you are speaking the contrary to your fear. Okay? Speak, what is truth. Speak what you want. That literally, pushes that fear aside and makes it small. It's not that like this big monster. So whatever it is, whatever challenge you have right now, look at that challenge and tell yourself, all right, there you are. I see you. I see you, but you're not as big as you think you are. Because you know what? I know I can conquer you because I've already done a lot of work in me. So I have no reason to dwell on this. Okay? I'm working on my confidence and I'm going to take, steps every day to become better and better. So fear, you really do have to move because you have no room in my life anymore. You don't control my life anymore. And literally, I know that sounds a little bit corny, but I'm telling you, it works. Think about this. When we fear to a point of being paralyzed or not taking action, we speak more into that fear. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm so freaking scared of this. I really don't want to do this. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh God, I just can't wait till it's over. And now, so we build it up. Now we're building up this fear. So why don't we calm the fear down? Instead of, adding to the fear, why don't we smash fear in the face and say, wait a minute. I don't think so. I've been working so hard on this project and I know that it's going to succeed. And I know that I am going to succeed because I'm working towards it every single day. And it's going to be absolutely incredible. So, and I'm just going to take those steps. And I know, I know the things that I need to do in order to conquer this. And I'm going to do it every single day. So you see, you just got to like smash that fear, that Goliath that seems so big. But when you call it out and say, no, I don't think so. You're not going to get in my way anymore because I've already done the work. So I will not declare that I have fear anymore. Okay? And just continue to push through that. Okay? So it is kind of like an internal dialogue, but I'm going to tell you, it is so worth it. No matter what, we do have an internal dialogue. It could be positive or it could be negative. So right now it's your choice to like literally speak positive things into your mindset. Speak those things that you want. I am courageous. I am smart. I am wise. I can do that. I can pass that test. I can conquer this thing. Yeah, it was, a difficult relationship, but I will overcome it. Why? Because I'm a brave person. I've conquered things in my life before and I can conquer them again. It's not going to be that hard. Do you see? And so this is what you do on a daily basis. Now, even in your thinking, you can speak. Because that's what we do, right? In our mindset, we start thinking, oh my God, this is going to be so difficult. I can't wait till this day is over. And we start thinking about all these things. Well, just go, you know what? Today is going to make me braver. And this thing is temporary. I'm not going to be in this space forever. And when I go to the other side and I conquer this, oh my goodness, I'm going to have the greatest testimony, and it's going to be amazing. And it's going to be part of my story. And I'm just going to love the journey. It's not going to be quite easy, but you know what? I will get through it. I've been through hard things before in my life. So stay in that place. Like for me, this is what works for me. And this is what my counselor told me to do years ago. Very simple, but it works. So instead of thinking and magnifying the monster of fear, like literally sit it down and shut it up. And now you speak to that fear and you tell that fear, no, that is not truth about me anymore. I am not afraid anymore. I am a brave woman. I will conquer this. I will get through this difficult situation. And it's going to be incredible. And I can't wait to get to the other side, because at the end of the day, it's going to be the greatest testimony. So, well, that's it for now. I hope this helped. I know I just gave you like two pointers, but I just want you to really look at fear in the face and calm it down. Calm it down. Now, again, if you are saying, oh, Sonia, but you don't know what I've been through some crazy things in my life, and I do feel paralyzed, and I really cannot overcome this by just talking to myself or just, okay. If you are at that point, then I'm going to agree with you that you're going to need a little bit more help than that. And that is okay. So what I'm going to say is reach out to me. Okay. I would love to have just a 15-minute, just a discovery call where I can give you a couple of good pointers where you are going to move forward today. Okay. Because I don't know what that is. But I would love to help you. I am here on this channel for the purpose of serving people to move forward so they can live out their life of freedom and wholeness and succeed in every area of their life. So that is why I want to help you. I also have a 30-day mindset cleansing program, and you can click on the link in the comments. And that program has changed so many people's lives. I'm telling you, it is incredible. And if you are interested in that, definitely click on the link so you can find out more about it. And I have more other offers there if you'd like them, but I just want to share that with you. So until next time, and remember, you can conquer that fear in your mind. Okay? Speak to it and speak against that fear. Okay? Don't agree with it. You speak against that fear, and you got this. All right, until next time, be brave.